It was a sharp April morning in downtown Chicago, and Marcus Bell strode through the revolving doors of Central Continental Bank's flagship branch on Monroe Street. Dressed in a charcoal suit tailored to perfection, his posture was commanding but composed. There was no flash about him, just the quiet certainty of someone who belonged. His leather briefcase swung lightly in one hand, a silver watch glinting under the morning light spilling through the massive glass windows. Marcus, 38, was general counsel for Bell Capital Group, a powerful and historic family firm with deep roots in real estate development and national logistics. His signature appeared on documents that reshaped entire districts. His hair, tightly coiled and neatly braided back, framed a face that radiated intelligence and quiet fire. Behind his frameless glasses, his eyes scanned the room with practiced attention, as if measuring its weaknesses. At the reception desk sat Brent, a tall, lanky clerk with a crooked tie and a Bluetooth earpiece firmly in place. Marcus approached with professionalism. "Marcus Bell, I have a 10 a.m. appointment with Ms. Catherine Holbrook." He slid his ID and a printed confirmation letter across the counter. Brent barely glanced at the documents before handing them back with a dismissive shrug. "You're not in the system. You sure you're at the right place?" Marcus took a slow breath, calming the flare of irritation. "Yes, please check again." With a theatrical sigh, Brent tapped on his keyboard. A moment later, he leaned back with a smirk. "Still nothing. Take a seat." Marcus's jaw tightened. "This is a confirmed board-level meeting. I won't wait unnecessarily. Please call your manager." Brent's smile widened like a man who enjoyed a power trip. "Suit yourself." Marcus stepped aside, settling into a leather chair beneath the high ceilings. He wasn't defeated. He was watching, calculating. The room pulsed with commerce. Tellers handled thick stacks of bills, phones rang off hooks, and well-dressed patrons were whisked into private meeting rooms. Marcus remained seated, ignored as if he were a statue. Minutes bled into nearly an hour. He texted his sister, Patrice Bell, COO of the firm. "They're stalling." Her reply, pushback, "Don't let up." At the hour mark, Marcus rose and returned to the desk. Brent was laughing with another clerk, Connor, a wiry guy with a perpetual grin. "I need to speak to Ms. Holbrook." Now Marcus said, "Look, man," Brent drawled, dragging the word like an insult. "Still not in the system. Maybe you're confused." Connor muttered, not so quietly, "Some folks just don't get it." "Get your manager," Marcus said sharply. His tone was cold steel. Something in his eyes gave Brent pause. He rolled his eyes, picked up the phone, and mumbled, "Yeah, some guy insists on seeing you." Moments later, Catherine Holbrook strode into the lobby, heels sharp against the marble floor. She was in her mid-50s, wearing a tailored dress and pearls, exuding the smug composure of someone who thought she ran the world. "Mr. Bell," she said curtly, "there's been some confusion?" "There has," Marcus replied, holding up the confirmation letter. "I was invited here for a 10 a.m. executive meeting. I've been waiting for over an hour while your staff dismisses me." Catherine glanced at the paper, barely skimming it. "You aren't in our system. You'll have to reschedule." Marcus took a step closer. "This isn't a casual drop-in. Check your executive calendar. My meeting is with your board." Her mouth tightened. "Sir, I suggest you leave before this becomes a security issue." The room quieted. Even the guard by the door perked up. Marcus pulled out his phone and called Patrice. "They're blocking me. Let the board know." He hung up and crossed his arms. Catherine leaned closer, lowering her voice. "I know a scam when I see one. Get out or you're done." Brent and Connor snorted with laughter. The security guard took a step forward. And then, as if on cue, a woman emerged from the corridor. Young, anxious, and holding a manila folder. "Ms. Holbrook," she stammered. "I think there's been a mistake. Mr. Bell is on the VIP list for today. Priority flag. Board level. It's signed by Mr. Hawthorne." Catherine snatched the folder, her eyes narrowing as she read. "It's buried in a secondary system," the woman added quickly. "But it's real." Marcus stepped closer. "So your system didn't just miss me. It hid me. Why?" Catherine's hands trembled. "It's a glitch. We'll fix it." "A glitch didn't mock me. A glitch didn't call me a fraud. Your people did that." The lobby went still. Clients stared. Tellers froze. Even the security guard paused. Suddenly, the phone on Brent's desk rang. "Executive floor," he muttered, then paled. "Yes, sir? Right here." He handed the phone to Catherine. Her face turned sheet white. "Mr. Hawthorne, I—" A booming voice crackled from the speaker. Even Marcus could hear snippets. "Coleman family? Handle it. Now." Catherine lowered the phone, her composure in shambles. "Mr. Bell, there's been a misunderstanding. We'll fix it. This wasn't a misunderstanding. This was discrimination. You wanted me gone until your boss called." At that exact moment, the elevator dinged. Out stepped 3 board members in immaculate suits. Charles Hawthorne, the chairman, Vanessa Reed, the CFO, and Martin Ellis, general counsel. The room shifted. Everyone stood straighter. "Where's Marcus Bell?" Hawthorne demanded. Catherine began to speak, but Vanessa cut in. "Marcus, you're here for the 10 o'clock?" He nodded. "Been here since 9:45. Your staff decided I wasn't worth their time." Hawthorne looked to Catherine. "Explain." She stammered. "System error, sir. This was sent from your office." Marcus held up his phone. Vanessa took it, read the email, and handed it to Hawthorne. His jaw clenched. "MS. Holbrook," he said, his voice deadly quiet. "You're done here. Brent, you're suspended. We'll be reviewing every call, log, and file from this branch." Vanessa turned to Marcus. "You are one of our most critical clients. We are grateful for your patience. Let's go upstairs." Marcus looked to Brent and Catherine, then back to the board. "Not yet," he said. "I want to know why their first assumption was fraud. Not mistake. Not delay. Fraud." Hawthorne nodded. "You'll get answers." As they entered the elevator, the lobby buzzed with murmurs. Brent sank into his chair, color drained from his face. Catherine stood frozen, her career unraveling. The young woman with the folder Jasmine was quietly escorted to the executive floor for commendation. Upstairs, Marcus led the meeting with grace and clarity. The firm secured a transformative deal. Hawthorne publicly apologized. By noon, Catherine's nameplate was gone. Brent was demoted. Training protocols were rewritten. That afternoon, over lunch with Patrice, Marcus finally smiled. "They folded." "Damn right," she replied, raising her glass. He didn't need to shout. He showed up, stood firm, and made the system reckon with itself. He didn't burn the house down. He claimed the deed. And the city noticed.